What's going on, everyone? You're watching Vision Paradox TV, the place to learn social media marketing strategies that we're implementing with our clients and then finding out what works, and then we share it with you guys so you guys can, build your personal brand, small business or tech startup, whatever it is that you guys are doing on social media. Let's get started. How many times to post a day? The one I recommend is 3 to 4 times a day to start. Breakfast, lunch, after work, and right when people are going to bed and people are just scrolling through the newsfeed. 4 times a day. I think that's a good place to start. Why this much to begin with? Well, first off, it helps you find what kind of content you share works best. Is it video? Is it images? Is it photo shoots? Is it trailer type videos? Is it vlog type videos? So it gives you space to be able to experiment with what type of content your audience is going to resonate with. Second reason is that if you're running an ad campaign and if you want to do things organically, and this particular ad campaign has several types of ideas, like different versions of a graphic or different versions of a video, you can post these videos or content on your Facebook, and then the best organic one can be used for the advertising later. So this saves you dollars in terms of split testing. It's a little longer because you're waiting for the organic reach, but it does save you some money. So some people would argue you might as well just get the results quicker in a day by split testing all the ads immediately, and then we can cover that in another time when we get a little deeper into the Facebook advertising. And the last one is, considering that Facebook only shows your content to 1 out of 15 people, the more you share your content, the more likely you'll get the exposure that you want. And the more exposure you get and people interact with your page, the more likely Facebook will show your content to other people. It sucks, but it's their way of trying to push people to use their advertising platform. So other methods of posting, based off a report from Social Media Examiner, brands post about 8 times a day. And considering that Facebook only shows your content to about 1 out of 15 people, it kind of makes sense. And I know some of you with a lot of content are already thinking, easy, I've got a boatload of content. But I'm pretty sure most of you are thinking, what the fuck? 8 times a day, I don't get that kind of time or that much content. And relax. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can go to the 3 to 4 method, which I've been doing, and eventually you can slow things down if you want to. And the way I've been doing it recently is I post once a day and I distribute the groups and I do paid advertising. It's made scheduling on Facebook a lot easier. Let's show you guys really quick how I kind of implement this strategy. Let's go into the Insights tool on your page. Boom. Go to and head on over here, your 5 most recent posts. You can already see within this past week. Let's take a look in this past week. Let's actually go 2nd through the 8th. What I'm looking for is engagement. Okay, and I generally change it to engagement rate because it's a little more straight up of percentage. Wow, look at that. So that looks. See, this is why posting a lot helps, because I loved this image, but not everyone on Facebook enjoyed it. It could be a timing issue. It could be, it just wasn't meant for the platform. It could be a whole bunch of things, but that's where, kind of analyzing it really pays off, because now you see what I thought might work just didn't work out as well. Post good content as often as you can, and then you just kind of filter out what's working better, and then you occasionally experiment. That post was an experiment post, and apparently it didn't work out as well as I thought it would. So okay, trying to keep it from the 8th to between the 9th, the 2nd and the 8th. You can see right here, best organically performing one is this little snippet I made of a little preview of all the dancing I did when I was on the East Coast. So people really loved it. So I'll take a look at it, see what on posts organically. Not too bad. Definitely performed the best. So now, thinking strategy wise, how can I start producing more content like this? And then also at the same time, how do I make sure that I don't oversaturate it? So you want to start looking for the second best type of performing content. So like throughout that week, this one, okay, a dance shot seemed to do really well as well. or a dance action shot. Maybe between those two, I'll be sharing content. And then this is where, like, once you start defining the type of content that works, you can start slowing down, because you can easily oversaturate your audience with the same thing over and over and over again. Start 3 to 4 times a day, varying types of content. Then you use this to find out which content works better. Then you filter it out, and then you can lessen it, because now you're producing both quality and and quantity. If you can produce high quality content all the time without repeating yourself, like I mentioned in our scheduling video, you can reshare videos, but you don't want to reshare videos so much that people are like tired of it, like listening to the same song over and over and over again, and they get tired of it. When you reshare your content, you want people to have a sort of nostalgia around it, like, oh yeah, that was good, like certain songs that we enjoyed growing up and for some reason we can never get tired of, or certain movies that we can never get tired of. I can never get tired of watching 40-Year-Old Virgin. For some reason, like, me and my brothers just loved that movie. So just keeping that in mind. Moving on to the next week, the following week, or this current week. Okay, the best one. Just trying to figure out what kind of content is working best here. So 9% here, so these are good. This is a vlog. This performed pretty well. Again, long form content performed well here. And 9%, which is another dance video. I'm starting to see like more dance related stuff. Second best performing is another dance video. So people are really liking my dance videos. I've been also trying to push like different types of content to create variations, but the feedback is just strong, and like people, they just want dance videos or dance content. So let's give it to them. So, and then that's something that for you to think about as well. Like, after you post your 3 to 4 to start, what is working best, filter it, do more of it. That way you don't necessarily have to always post, and you can maybe filter it back to like 2-3 times a day. And honestly, I'm probably going to start bumping up a little bit more so I can increase more brand awareness. I recently was not in the market for brand awareness. I was just good at entertaining my current audience, and now in the more recent months I've been pushing for at least twice a day, just enough for me to be able to do it and then get back to my business. What about the best times to post? According to Sprout Social, the best times to post are on the weekdays between 1 and 2. So just about lunchtime. That's like the peak time. And this is a good template if you're just starting out and you don't know your hot times. As you post more and more, you're gonna start seeing that your content is seen most at different times. My content is most seen around 8 or 9 because I have an audience, people watching it late at night, and people in the Philippines, they're watching it when it's daytime for them. So it kind of works out for me in that sense. A client of mine, Studio Binder, got a lot of love between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Another client of mine, who's a comedian, gets a lot of love around 9 a.m. because he has an international audience. Let's find out your best times. You might have seen that just a little earlier when I was showing you guys how many times to post a day. Let's see it a little bit more in detail. Oh, it's not publishing. Let's go to Insights. All right, so let's go here to posts. Just going to show the overview, go to posts. All right, so this is where you can find out your peak time. As I mentioned earlier, Sprout Social says best peak times are weekday between 1 and 2. Cool, good place to start. Now, if you go here, you can see that mine is completely different. I have an audience not just in the States, but also in the Philippines. So it makes sense why I'm getting attention at that time. So I can schedule my content around these times. Now, if you guys want to get hyper specific on the days, you can just look on over here. And I think Instagram Insights also does that as well. Again, timing is everything. Don't just post your content when your audience is already on. Post it like half an hour before, so that way you can start getting some initial traction prior to them hopping on. So you can either schedule it right when they're on or try to get some traction a little bit before your peak times. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you guys got any questions, comments, leave it down below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat and all the other stuff. But if you guys, more importantly, if you guys have friends and family or coworkers who you think might benefit from this, make sure not just hit like and comment, but share with them. We share the love of knowledge here, guys. So that's it. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.